Welcome to this week's edition of High Events for High TV. I'm Lalanga Dhanapala. Tonight we are down here at the Lotus Ballroom at the Shangri-La Hotel celebrating the title sponsorship of the NDB Bank Cup West Indies Tour of Sri Lanka 2020. It's the ODI series. Happy times. Both teams are here tonight. We're going to be grabbing a few words from the captains and a few other team players and just a few other people. So please stay with us.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, today, with the commencement of the NDB Bank Cup, NDB takes great pride in being able to power a significant sports event of international caliber with two world-class cricketing teams, that of Sri Lanka and West Indies.
It gives me great pleasure to welcome the West Indian cricket team under the leadership of Kiran Pollard and its management to Sri Lanka. And also a very warm welcome to the Sri Lankan cricket team under the leadership of Dimuth Karunaratne. Dimuth happens to be our brand ambassador as well. NDB, we believe that sports instill some great values in people, including the resilience to take ups and downs in life. And we have stepped into the arena of sponsoring sporting events of this nature with the goal of creating a society that exhibits these ethos and sports. We are also sponsoring the Mercantile Cricket Association's C Division Championship. Again, Mercantile Cricket is nurturing young cricketers to come to the mercantile field and take part, because all of the cricketers won't be able to come to the national level like our youngsters here. But it's provide opportunities for those cricketers to go up the ladder and also take part in the corporate field. Now the fourth largest bank in Sri Lanka, more than 530 billion asset base. So thank you again for our valued customers for banking with us. Actually, thanks to all of you that we have been doing all this, and thanking to my team as well. We have been doing very well, so would like to mention that as well.
With me, the CEO of NDB Bank, Dimantha Senaviratne. Very, very nice to meet you tonight, sir. Tell us, why is it important for you to support sports in Sri Lanka?
I think sports, whether we win or lose, people would learn to live that game. And I mean, that's there. You go through ups and downs in your life as well. And in sports, it helps people to mold a lot of character into a person, and especially the team sports. So again, NDB as a bank, we have been helping the Sri Lankan community to go up the ladder. There are ups and downs in any business, and people should accept victory with humility and the defeat also objectively, and learn from those mistakes and progress. So that's why we thought that we should also get involved in big league sports. So this sponsorship of West Indian Tour of Sri Lanka, the one-day tournament and T20, we thought it's a good opportunity for us also to take this message to the masses. Apart from that, apart from this big sponsorship, we also have moved into Mercantile Cricket sponsorship. Mercantile C Division, we are the sponsors. There again, Mercantile Cricket helps young school cricketers. All of them can't make the top 15 or the national team. So naturally, then Mercantile Cricket is one area where they have supported all these cricketers to come up to the corporate world and rise with the corporate world also as a career, plus also play the game where they have the passion. Other important sponsorship in the sports arena that we have so far announced is rugby. Again, rugby is again one of the very popular games next to cricket, and there again we'll be sponsoring the 76 Bradby Shield and also sponsoring the Royal and Trinity teams this year. So again, there's one way of moving into the sport. So that's the background behind we coming into the sports arena.
That makes a lot of sense. So you're basically building character, encouraging sportsmanship, and building a better tomorrow for Sri Lanka.
Exactly. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. And we wish Sri Lanka well, no doubt.
Naturally, yes. Because both Sri Lanka and West Indian teams are a set of people who play Cavalier cricket, well expressed, celebrating type of cricket. And I'm looking forward to a very exciting game.
I have with me Mr. Sanjay Pereira. Tell us, what is your position at NDB?
Yeah, I'm Senior Vice President, Personal Banking and Branch Network Management.
Very nice to meet you. Thank you for giving us a few moments of your time. Fabulous night tonight. It's looking promising. Tell us a little bit about why you felt it was important to support the Sri Lankan team in such a big way.
Yeah, we are committed to the winning spirit of Sri Lanka, and we thought in our strategy that we should support the sporting in Sri Lanka. So as a first phase, we thought we will sponsor the Sri Lanka West Indies tour, and that will be played for the for the NDB Bank Cup. And with this, this year we have already sponsored the Mercantile Cricket C Division tournament, and not only restricted to cricket, but we are sponsoring the Trinity and the Royal teams for rugby and the Bradby Shield for 2020. So that's our strategy, and we've invested in bringing fame into Sri Lanka.
Fantastic. Now, we spoke earlier to your CEO, and he spoke about how not everybody can become a national player. So in terms of the little ones, tell us, do you believe that it actually builds them up and builds character, leadership skills, those kind of things? Tell us your thoughts about that.
Yeah, actually we have seen Sri Lankans having a lot of talent, but how you get into the national level and how you going to survive and prosper. From the history we can see that it's because of the sheer commitment that is so for even employment. You have to have the commitment and discipline to go into the next level. So that's the advice for the youngsters.
A lady that needs no introduction, I have with me Otara. Good to see you again. It's been a while. Now, NDB has been supporting sport in a big way. You've been with them for a very long time. How do you feel about their attitude towards sport and how it affects the community?
Well, I think it's a good thing they're doing, and I think it's support for sports is much needed in Sri Lanka, and yeah, I think it's a good initiative.
Always smiles here. Thank you so much for your time, and wish you a very good night.
Baby,
Speaking to Mr. Angelo Matthews here. Good evening to you, sir. Nice to meet you. First time we're ever bumping into each other. Tell me now, you've played West Indies before. Based on your previous experiences, how are you feeling about this series this year?
Yeah, very positive, to be honest. I mean, firstly, we warmly welcome the West Indians. You know, they are a great bunch to have in, Sri Lanka. They're very easygoing, but they, play their cricket very seriously. And they are a very unpredictable team. Looking forward to the series. We've been preparing ourselves for the past 2 weeks. Looking, in good shape. Looking forward to it.
Very positive. Well, good luck to you. Wish you all the very best.
Thank you.
This is obviously the place to be. I have with me Jason Holder, an absolute legend in the world of cricket. I'm sure you're a superstar over in West Indies. There's no doubt about that. He is an all-rounder, an absolute treasure to the West Indies team. So how are you feeling about the series? How do you think it's going to go?
No, I think it should be a pretty keenly contested series. Last time we've been here in 2016, it was a keenly contested series back then, so we expect something similar. I think Sri Lankan cricket has really risen, particularly in the limited overs format over the last couple of years, and we've got a really young side who's looking to really make their mark here now on the international circuit. So yeah, really looking forward to this series, and yeah, may the better team win.
Well, welcome to Sri Lanka and wish you all the very best.
Thank you very much.
Myself really comfy here with the West Indies team. Assistant coach to the big man, Roddy Erick. Nice to meet you, sir. Very serious expression on your face. You're obviously taking the whole thing very seriously. How are you feeling about being in Sri Lanka? I'm sure you've been here before. Is it nice to be back?
I've been here before, and we've been treated well. It's gone well so far. We're just trying to acclimatize to the heat and the humidity. But we've been here now a week, so we're getting a lot better in terms of our fitness and our preparations.
It's really important, isn't it? How would you think the heat compares to back home?
Well, it's not as humid back home in the West Indies. We're smaller islands, and we get a more cooling breeze. Here it's a lot more humid, it's a lot more stifling. So the players had to work really hard. We've had 5 hard days work now. We're just trying to get our plans together to get ready for Saturday.
Well, I'm glad you had that time to get prepared, get acclimatized. Good luck to you. Wish you all the very best.
And thank you.
I have the absolute honor of speaking with Mr. Phil Simmons, head coach for the West Indies side. Welcome to Sri Lanka, sir. How are you feeling about the series?
The feeling's good. We've been here a few days and we've gotten accustomed to the climate, to the heat, everything. So we're looking forward to the series. But the series will be a close one and it'll be a nice one.
I suppose coming to Sri Lanka, one of the positives is you don't have too much of a climatic change, so there's nothing to worry about in that respect. How are you finding the climate and everything? A bit of jet lag, maybe?
That's the only problem. A little bit of jet lag, guys. Not all the guys are sleeping properly yet, but the heat doesn't bother us. It's a lot hotter than we thought it would be at this time of the year, but we love it like that, and we play well when it's like that.
Go! Yes, launching off at high speed in her new set of wheels, here goes our newest contestant, Rituki! Proudly representing Sri Lanka, yes, Rituki knocks down that cushion wall! Making her way up Book Mountain, she reaches the summit with ease! She doesn't forget the one she loves, even in the midst of her game. There she goes again. What a jump, folks. What a jump. Rituki, the first 4-year-old contestant to get this far. She's making history. Stand up, Rituki. Stand up, Rituki. And she stands tall. Oh, yes? Oh. She regains her balance with Tati's help. Now, since Ammi's not at home, Rituki has to use her little mind to escape the croc's jaws. She leaps and succeeds. What a sight! Proving yet again that even this playhouse is no match for this little champ's.
In the last 40 years, we didn't just safeguard the trust that people placed in us. We helped them trust in themselves. Even as we lit new pathways for those who came along with us. At NDB, we have been paving your financial journeys for 40 years and beyond. NDB Bank, our commitment, your success.
And that brings us to the end of another edition of High Events for High TV. Thanks so much for joining us. Do tune in on the 22nd. That's when all the action begins here in Colombo. I'm Lalanga Dhanapala for High Events High TV.